Yo, what up, folks? Good morning. Cheers. I got my freaking creeper mug coffee ready to rock and roll, you know what I mean? Ready to rock and roll. It's a good morning. Start off with some breakfast, you know what I'm saying? Got to get that protein in. We are going to stream this afternoon. I wasn't going to because my son's home, but he said he's going to be good. So we're going to do that. We're going to do it and work on this thing because I'm excited for this idea that I've got. I'll put my coffee over here out of the way. My stomach's acting up today, so I might have to take a bathroom break or two, but if not, then we shall build. Hope you guys are doing good. What up, Bones? What up, Roosevelt Army? Good morning, guys. Good morning. All right, so last night we finished up. We got the weapon shop sorted. We got the armor shop sorted. And now we need to work on the consumable shop, which I changed the time of day to noon, and it's a lot brighter in here now, which is good. That is good. But I woke up this morning, got my vitamins in me, got my breakfast, got my coffee. Man, it's a good day. Can't beat it. Freaking can't beat it. Let's get it started off right, you know? Little stream. What's up, Crystal? Good morning. I think for the consumable shop, we're probably going to make the targets smaller so that we can have more things, because there will definitely be more things. Over here, we can maybe still make them just a little bit bigger than normal. But we're going to have marble, quartzite, smoothie, bandages, probably a canteen, and food. I'm assuming that that's probably going to be about right. Okay. Let's see here. Go ahead and pull this in. All right, so marble. Hold on. What are those upgrade rocks called? Whetstone. Let's see here. Brittle whetstones. Okay. Brittle whetstone. Hi, good morning, horror lords. What's going on, man? Wake and bake for me? Yeah, essentially the same thing, but with coffee. For me, at least. Okay, brittle whetstone, and then, wait, what's the... I keep pulling up the wrong menu. Let's see here. Is it under consumables? No. Where the heck are these upgrade rocks at? Oh, here we go. Plating. Brittle plating. Brittle whetstone. There we go. All right, that way we don't have to craft them. We just get them right off the bat. Plating. Oops. Why does that? Okay, yeah. Double ING. That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. I'm stoked to watch you build this. Last night was a 10 out of 10. Yeah, dude, it was great, man. It was great. Thank you for saying that. It's a little low. It's hard to tell where the icon's going to end up at. Honestly, I think it like ends up being like at the base of this thing. Yeah, that's what it looks. Yeah. It ends up being at the base of this thing. Okay, so that'll be that. So we got brittle whetstone, brittle plating, and then we're gonna have a smoothie. Which I think we're just gonna make a random smoothie, like a random basic smoothie. Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. Okay, smoothie, and then a random food. We'll just say, or no, not food, bandage. Bandage. Let's see here, we'll make that one, I guess. And then we do water. Just because survival, you know, you have to have water. And meal. Yeah, there we go. I should just leave it white. I think uniformity amongst the colors is better than color coding everything, because then it'd look all crazy. Okay, each one is going to have to be active always. Okay, active off always. Active off always. Off always. Do this for each one. How's it going, Tim? What up, gear? Hey, look at you correcting yourself with the double M. You got to get the double M's right, man. That's my mama's fault, not mine. You know what I'm saying? What's this volume for? Oh, this is for, okay. Alright, so we're gonna need a player volume in here that activates the signs when we walk in. Easy peasy. Just put it right here. And then make it a little bit longer. Make it a little bit wider. Into the wall, and we'll make it tall. Okay, then we go from here to there, 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 and there. And we make sure that we set it to activate when we're inside of it and deactivate when we're not. I hope it doesn't bug you guys that I sit here and say all this out loud, because I need to in order to wrap my brain around it so I don't screw anything up. I have the tism and it, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Alright, so we walk into the thing and it displays all the things. Which it does. Which, hold on. We're gonna have to maybe move this volume up a little bit. But first, gotta spin it around. Bring it around town. Okay, let's move this up a little ways up to the edge here. There we go. That should work. They're a little smushed together, but should be able to tell them apart. Got my Apex challenges to do, and I'll be hopping on playground mode. I figure, why not? You might as well, dude. Might as well. Might as well. Yeah, they're a little... Maybe I should just call those whetstone and plating so they don't like overlap. I mean, obviously we're gonna have different shops for different tiers, so I don't need to tell you that they're the brittle tier or whatever. All right, much better. Much better. I can always offset them a little bit too. We can do like a little up, a little down. Maybe that's how we do this. Let's go a little up, little down like this. Ooh, I don't like how it's like, what the hell? Hold on, I'm gonna have to freeform this. If it'll let me. Oh no, it's like wanting to be cockeyed. Just kind of annoying. Okay, maybe I just put them like on top of each other like that. Motion detected in the front yard. The squirrels are at it again. Yeah, these walls, rather than the walls of like being a literal flat thing, all these textures are actually like part of the 3D model rather than just being like a texture. So it's kind of annoying when you're placing things on it rather than it being like a, what's the word I'm trying to think? Yeah, rather than it just being a texture with like, you know, like normal maps and all that stuff on it to make it look three-dimensional, it actually is three-dimensional. So when you're placing things on it, it's doesn't do too well. And you know, I think they could probably fix that by just making the collider just a square box instead of probably like a mesh collider on the walls. That would probably help that a lot. Rhythm with the Timm, you got it right. You technically don't have to put tier 1 on anything. You just make signs saying tier 1 shop district. Yeah, which is what we already have up here anywho. All right, let's see how these look now. Spread out. Oh, that's much better, dude. I need to fix the position of this middle dude though, because he is not in the right spot. Okay. Much better. Much better. Okay, so now we've got to, we're gonna make sure we place the chest down so we get our loot. Oops. What the hell? I clicked on it and it said nope. All right, we're gonna back to snap to ground. Gonna rotate it to where it's not weird. Let's scale it a little bit. I gotta put it out here though because I forgot about I gotta put the lamps in here. There we go, like that. We're also gonna throw some sconces on the inside. You know what? I can put them right there. Doesn't look too silly. Okay. It's a lot brighter in here today because I changed the time of day in the map, but I'm pretty sure unless I can set a time of day gizmo to always like continuously set the time to noon while we're standing inside of any of these player volumes. That would probably be not a bad idea. Because I don't think we can freeze the time, so least we can do is constantly set it to noon so it stays bright enough in here to where it doesn't, you know what I'm trying to say. All right, let's see here. So we want to do, gotta find my consumables here. There we go. All right, so brittle plating for sure. And then brittle whetstone for sure. And then we're gonna set up a randomizer for smoothies and food. So I honestly don't have a freaking clue. Hold on. I might be able to figure it out real quick though. I was about to say which foods are like the tier 1 foods. Let's see here. All right, so it's literally just 3: nachos, larva, and meatloaf. All right, so larva, nachos, and okay, meatloaf isn't even in here. All right, that's cool. That's cool. All right, we're gonna need a canteen. You know what? Maybe not. Maybe not a canteen. Doesn't aphid honeydew give us water? Afternoon all. What's up, Rosso? The viewer count last night on YouTube was crazy. Yeah, we also got a big fat raid from the homie thumb tacos, which definitely helped. Mm-hmm. Let's see here. Which one of these gives water? I think they both do, actually. I'm not sure which one might give more. Anybody know off the top of your head between aphid honeydew and nectar? What the hell is this? Rainbow chocolate chunk. What the frick? That must be a thing. Yeah, here we go. We're gonna give random smoothies of all of the tier 1 ones. All right. Which is going to be quite a messy looking thing, I'm sure. Here we should give random food too. Maybe I just give a canteen and then just set up a dew collector. Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe we do that. We'll set up a dew collector inside of here. We'll put 2, 1 on each side. There we go. That's cool. That's cool. All right, did I get everything in my inventory? Let's see here. The plating, food, smoothies. Oh, bandages. Wait, did I get... I think I already have bandages in my inventory. All right, cool. Bandages. I think that's everything. All right, so we're gonna do a chest filler, storage filler. Get it off of snap to ground. And let's see if I can do this without getting too crazy. So we'll put one there, and there. All right, so number 1. Oops. So you are what? Top is whetstones, okay. All right, whetstone, bada boom. Okay, that makes this guy plating. Man, what's with the weird bug where I have to switch back and forth from design to play mode to be able to click on things sometimes. That's pretty annoying. You take height map. There you go. That was the word I was looking for. All right, this is smoothies. Okay. Dude, it keeps doing it. I have to do it every time. Well, at least there's a fix for it, I guess. Oh, but you know what? We're gonna have to do something weird with this because we have to have a random selector involved here. And we're gonna have to have however many. You know what? I'm gonna do this on the roof so that it's not so confusing. Hold on, get me out of here. Handy Nat. Handy Nat? Hello? Handy Nat? No? You'll make me do the thing again? Maybe not. I gotta come out here. Yo. Look at my Handy Nat, man. What the fuck? Oh, it's super annoying. Okay, well, screw it. All right, then I will do something else. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. We'll set up a randomizer, random selector. We're gonna have this go from here to the random selector, and then it's gonna have 10 different storage fillers, and it's just gonna pick one. Here, let me turn on floor snapping again. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's gonna get even more messy in here. That's all right though. Okay, so this is going to randomly pick one of these and give us a random smoothie. Bada boom, bada boom, bada boom, bada boom, bada boom. Okay, there we go. So the random selector picks one of those, and then we take each one of these, and we have to go to the chest with it. That's why I kind of wanted to do this on the roof, because it doesn't really matter where you set these things up at as long as they're connected. But now it's just going to look like a massive mess in here, but at least I guess I'm the only person that needs to know what's going on behind the scenes, so. Okay, there we go. We will get a random smoothie. Now we got to do the exact same thing for a random food, but we don't have to do that yet because this is going to... let's see here, we don't need this one anymore. Oh shit. Wait, something else just got deleted. Maybe, maybe not. Okay, so random food. Or wait, no, this is bandages. We don't have to do random here. Alright, so bandage. And then the canteen's just going to give us a canteen. Oh, it's doing the won't let me click on it thing again. Okay, that'll give a canteen, and then this will give us a random food, which we have how many foods? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so now I need 7 more chests for this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Oh wait, now we have to go to the selector first. Alright, random selector. I'm just gonna stuff this right here. Okay, so the target goes to the selector goes to the loot boxes. Okay, loot box gets a food item. Oops, that's not food. That would be like an infinite money glitch. I did that on accident. Okay, there we go. That's fine. I miscounted. Alright, and then each one of these goes to the chest. Very messy. Wait, did I already do that one? Yeah, I did. Alright, so that should make everything work there. Coffee break. No point in getting the water jug if the dew collector's for free. Yeah, that's why I was asking if anybody knew about the... Looks like you're on a roll, dude. Yes. Is that a fat joke? Yes. That's okay. That's why I was wondering if it'd be better to do the aphid honeydew or something. Hold on, yeah, let's do that instead. It's gotta work. I'm pretty sure it works for water. Hunger and thirst. Oh, it literally says hunger and thirst right there, yeah. And the nectar is only for hunger. Okay, well, if that's the case, then I could change this guy to that. But we'll probably make it like 5, because I don't think it's... I don't think it works very well for water. Just a little tiny bit. I'd put the dew collector, but I already read that. Yo, what up, Joseph? How you doing, dude? Good morning. Good morning, good morning. All right, so... Let's see here. Now I need to do my notification message, as well as the sound effect and the effect spawner. So notification message for each one. This is going to get messy. I might just do it out here, honestly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so this one will be Received 1x plating. Okay, we're gonna copy that. Paste it over here. Received 1x whetstone. Okay, this one's gonna go from here to there. I think I did the whetstones on top, right? Oh, dude, every time. Yeah, whetstone. Okay. All right, next is going to be the bandage. Okay. I literally have to keep switching back. All right, received 1x bandage. Okay. I think it's like every time I drag a marker to something, I have to re-up it here. Smoothie. I could honestly go way overboard and have it say receive 1x of whatever smoothie it is, but honestly that's doing too much. We gotta pick our battles here. We want to go over above and beyond, but not stupid. All right, so I wonder if it has something to do with me standing inside of this player volume. Received 1x food. And this one will be received 5x water. There we go. Okay, so that'll play the notifications. The thing came over to the dark side. Twitch to say my YouTube chat isn't letting me post. Subscriber only. You can't click the subscribe button, bro? It's not subscriber pay. That's crazy that people think subscribing on YouTube you have to pay, which is fucking wild to me. I turned subscriber only off, but it just keeps turning it back on again. I don't know why. I was talking about that yesterday. But yeah, you can, all you have to do is just click the fucking subscribe button, man. It's not like it's free. Subscribing on Twitch costs money, but subscribing on YouTube is free. I'm not very stoked about how they use the same word for different things. Let's see here. All right, so we got the notification. Now we need the effect spawner. Which will put bada boom. One on each one, but let me go ahead and customize it first. Ash impact 1.5. Okay, so we'll copy this and paste it right there and there. And there. There and there. Yeah, I literally turned off the subscriber only thing. I especially double checked it today and it still does it. I don't understand what the hell. And I can't turn it off like while I'm actually streaming, which is super annoying. Okay, so that'll activate the effect spawner. Now we just need the sound effect. Is that the right thing? Sound effect, yep. Okay, the sound effect is going to be get yoked. Yoked. Slurp the core. I'm already subscribed on YouTube. Maybe it was just a glitch. Refresh your page and none of my messages showed up. No worries. Oh, that's weird. What the heck? Subscribe on YouTube is a follow on Twitch. Yeah. Same. All right, so we get the sound effect every time we hit a target, just to help let people know that you actually hit it. If you miss it, you're shit out of luck. You lose your money, and you don't get the item. This room is messy as fuck. Holy crap. All right, there we go. There's a lot going on in here. All right, honestly, I can relocate all of these after I flip back and forth again. I could just throw these in here. Contain the mess into one area. All right, we need nothing else from inside of this room. Now we just got to set up the turret. And put up the blocking blocker. Okay, we set that right there. Make it to where you can't get into here. Make it tall. Okay, can't get in there now. Acorn. Trap. Snap to the floor. Rotate it. All right, there we go. Okay. All right, now we need the exclamation marker thing, which is going to just show you that you have something in the chest that you need to get. And then we're going to go from this player volume to this guy and set it to do nothing when we're inside of it, but to deactivate when we leave it. And when we hit a target, gotta get in there now. Hello? This wasn't doing this at all yesterday, but now, wait, it won't even let me relocate. Okay, whatever. All right, we got to go from each one of these to that guy, which honestly doesn't really look like that just worked. I have no ability to relocate anything right now. What is happening? I might have to relog or something. All right, so you go there. Everybody goes here so that it turns on the question mark. Bro, this room is a freaking disaster. Thank God I have an idea of what's going on. Okay, there we go. All right, I should have 6 inputs. It's going to turn on the question mark to let people know to loot. And then it'll turn off once we leave the area. So we got to make sure we set it to always active and off, or always on. Yep. Okay, there we go. All right, let's try it out now. My neighbor just knocked on my door to inform me that I need to stop feeding the crows. What the fuck? All right, tier 1 consumable shop. We've got 1 bullet to try everything. Matter of fact, I might as well get me multiple bullets so I can make sure that everything works properly. Stop feeding the crows, bro. What are you doing? Stop feeding the crows. All right. Okay, into the consumable shop. Uh-oh. All right. Found the first error. Why are you... Oops. Let's see here. You are this notification. Well, that wasn't part of it. Come on, dude. Make it through the hole in the wall. Let's go. Hmm. I wonder why that one didn't show up. Is it not hooked to... Wait, it might not be hooked to the player volume? Ah, yes. I can see. I have to come out here and then click on this and then go in there. There we go. Active and then deactivate when we leave. Did I do that to all these? Active, deactivate. Yeah, okay, I'm assuming I did then. All right, let's try again. Okay, we're out here. Consumable shop. We go inside. Bada boom. Everything shows up. Okay. Received one plating in the bottom left. Received one bandage. Received one food. 5 water. Smoothie. And whetstone. Cool. Oh, where's my question mark's not there. Ooh. And we are missing a lot of things. Uh-oh. Did I not tie everything back into the chest? Oh, I didn't. Okay, well that'll do it. Here, let me just pull the chest in here so that I can actually click on it. And let's go from here to there. From here to there. Here to there. Here to there. Okay, now we can put it back out here. Okay. Now, toggle activate. No, we want to actually activate. Toggle's too sketchy. Activate. Activate. And activate. Alright, is anybody thoroughly confused yet? If you're not, you should be. There's a lot jammed in this hole. I work as a handyman for a lady in the woods that feeds and talks to the ravens. Love her. Says she doesn't have hawk problems because of them. Oh, there you go. Ravens are neat, dude. Alright, here we go. Things turn on. Cool. Buy all the items. Okay, we get our indicator that everything's on, and we received everything except for a plating. So I gotta figure out what's up with that. Let's check it again just to make sure that maybe I didn't miss. Okay, yeah, there's definitely something with the plating that needs to be fixed. This is not connected to anything. That makes sense. That'll do it. We gotta quality test everything. We gotta make sure we test it all. Can you see what you're doing? It's just blue. Yeah, I can see. I know what I'm doing, but I'm sure that you guys probably have no idea. So I'm trying to keep it informative the whole time. All right, we got everything. A random smoothie, a random food, 5 honeydew for water, a bandage, and brittle whetstone. Okay, so the shop is done. And when we leave, when we leave, nope, it's not working. All right, something's still weird with the when we leave thing. Okay. Nothing happens when we're in it, but it's supposed to deactivate when we leave, but it's not for some reason. And why is that? Why is that? Make sure that nothing else is messing with it. Do it again. Sometimes these freaking markers like just act up for no reason. Okay, we buy the thing, we get the thing, we leave the area. Oh, okay, there we go. Yeah, deactivated that time. Must have just been like bugged out or something. Okay. All good. All good. I love them. Cool little dinosaurs. Ravens? Yeah, dude, for sure. Alright. So that shop is done. So now we can start setting up the actual arenas, which will be pretty fun. Yeah, everything here is done, dude. I was trying to think about how I wanted to do this part. And I think I'm going to go a little bit more detailed out here. So when we click each one of these buttons, we're choosing to go to a place that rewards 3 pebblets, 2 pebblets, 1 pebblet, 2 pebblets, 5 pebblets. Obviously, you can challenge whichever one based on how comfortable you are with it, as well as what weapons and gear that you have or whatnot. Each area is going to have like one boss version of the bug, as well as like a bunch of like normal sized ones. The boss version is going to have increased damage and increased health. But what I think I want to do, rather than instantly teleport when we press the button, is have a 5-second countdown. Which is going to get messy because it's going to require a lot of work here. But more or less, we're going to take our timers and we're going to set them to 1 second. And then on that 1 second, we're going to give a notification to the chat. So it would be like, and we could probably actually tie this into every button, so we don't have to make individual ones for each button, so maybe it won't be as messy as I thought. But like on the button press, we'll have to remove the teleport for all of these. But it could say on button press. Ooh, actually, no, we will need to make timers for each one. Now that I think about it. Okay, we're gonna need here. I'm gonna snap these to the grid, so that's gonna be a lot easier to manage all of this, or to the floor at least. All right, so after 1 second, we're just gonna play a message that says, what do we say? Like leaving in 4, or what do we say? Leaving, teleporting. Combat starts in, maybe that's what we do. Combat starts in 4, 3, 2, 1. Poof. All right, so that would be 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we go to this timer from here. Make sure that this says 1 second. We don't want it to start on play. We turn that off because that means it starts as soon as the game starts. We don't want that to happen. So we'll make sure that that's off. Start on play is off, set to 1 second. Okay, start on play is off, set to 1 second. Off, set to 1 second. And off, set to 1 second. Okay. So now we'll just do boom, boom, boom. We don't need a message for the last one because this is going to be free. I'm going to copy this. Combat starts. Copy. Okay, we'll edit this one. Change this one to 3. Change this one to 2. This one to 1. And then the last one will be the teleport. Channel 1 teleport. So it goes timer from one to the other. And then, oh, we already got that connected. This one to here, to here, to here, to here. All right, we can just set up a test little teleport right here so we can test this to see if it works. Click the button. Starts in 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice, dude. Nice, dude. That's what's up. Fight. Cool. Okay, so now we just do that for every button. It's all in the details. You know what I'm saying? It's all in the details. We don't have to put the countdown timer, but we do it because it's fucking cool. You know what I'm saying? It's all in the details. All right, we'll get this set up like this. Now, the only reason that we need to do an individual one for each one is obviously because I'm trying to think if there's a way to do it without having to do that, because we need the teleporter to go to each channel. I don't think there's a way to tie it into the channels based on the button push. Maybe there would be if we set it to active or deactive. Oh, yeah. Maybe I could do that. All right, so let's see. If we make 3 do. All right, those all are part of that. So if I change this to 2, let's see if we can get away with this. 3, 4, 5. Hold on, I gotta run to the bathroom. Holy moly. Coffee combined with GLP-1s is just freaking holy shit. All right. Anyway. Boom, boom, boom. I'm not sure if we can get away with this, but it'll save me some processing power if I can. So here's what here's what I'm thinking. So we start all these as deactive. Yeah. So we start all these as deactive, and then the button push will not only start the timer, but it'll activate the specific channel. So if we go from here to here, we set this to activate because it's disabled, or yeah. You know, I don't know if that's going to work. Toggle, customize, active. Okay. Yeah, we don't want to trigger it. We want to activate it, I think. We'll see if this works. All right, you for channel 2, you're for channel 3, you're for channel 4. Channel 4 news. You're for channel 5. Okay, so the timer should actually trigger. So the timer is set to trigger it, but the button sets to activate it. Now what we need to do though is once it's activated, we need to set a timer on the outside of it. This timer will also trigger this one, and this one is going to reset these back to 0 or back to deactivated based on whichever one it hits. Just after 3 seconds, it doesn't matter. We just got to make sure we turn them back off again. So we're going to go deactivate on this, deactivate on this, deactivate on this one, and this should allow us to wire all this up together. Once again, you guys are probably lost as fuck, but pretty much what's going to happen is we press one of these 5 buttons. It's going to start the timer. It's going to give us the 4, 3, 2, 1 countdown. It's going to choose a teleporter based on which button we activated. It's going to pick one of these channels, which will teleport us to the arena of whatever we chose. The button is going to activate that teleporter only, so of the 5 teleporters, only one of them will be active based on what button you press, and then this last timer is going to activate this timer, which we're actually just going to set to 1 second. I think that should be fine. We're going to turn off start on play as well and double check all these to make sure they're not start on play. Yeah. Okay. This timer is going to reset these all back to deactivated, so let's see if this works. Let's set up dummies over here on each channel. These can stay activated, doesn't matter. This is going to be where we teleport to. All right, channel 4 and channel 5. If then else, I love those, exactly. Okay, so testing. All right, we're going here. Combat starts in 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we're in teleporter 1. Okay, they should have reset by now. Next. Uh-oh. Okay, I think I know what happened. Oh, duh. This button's going to straight to the teleporter. Yeah, we gotta bring these buttons to start this here. I'm not sure why it teleported me instantly. Wait, did that not work? Oh no, I think I just plugged it into the player volume. Oh no. Yeah, I did, right here. Delete. Hopefully that doesn't delete a whole bunch of shit. Oh, it looks like it did. Alright, this is channel 2. Oh boy, it's getting confusing. Was that channel 2 or was that channel 3? Shit. Damn it, dude. I wish I was a little bit taller. I keep having to jump to see everything. I would use the handy nap, but it's like got me disabled from using the damn thing for some reason. It's probably because I'm inside of this volume, but even then it's still like... Oh, you know what? I'm an idiot. I know why it won't let me use it. Because I disabled it in the game settings. Maybe. No? Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay. As much as I hate the first person because it's still fucking broken for some reason, we're gonna go to first person nat mode and figure out what the hell I did wrong here because I definitely screwed something up. Okay, so that's channel 2. Yeah. This guy is supposed to be channel 3, but I put it on 2. And the only reason, this is why I hate first person nat mode, is because I'm looking at this, but it's not looking at that. But if I look right here, it's look at how far away. I sure hope they fix that, dude. Okay, so you need to be removed, but unfortunately it looks like that removed some other shit because it do that for some reason. All right, so there's channel 3. Channel 4 is plugged into the channel 4, so this goes to this teleporter here. Or this starts the timer. This goes to start the timer. Alright, so we got 5 things plugged into the timers. This button needs to be plugged into channel 4. Oh wait, it looks like it is already. Oh yeah, it's just the lines are just really close. I wish I was a baller, shot caller. I'm trying to think of what's plugged into the player volume here. Oh, there it is. It's this thing. That's what got disconnected. Okay. All right, so the 5 quest markers are good. 2 lines coming out of each button is good. Now, why did it instantly teleport me? That's what I would like to know. We'll just test it again and see what happens here. All right. Oh. Okay, hold on. I need to fix that now that I plugged it back in. Okay, we want it to be active when we overlap and deactivate when we leave. Okay, there we go. Okay, so there's all that. So let's pick this one. Oh, shit. All right, well, I don't know. Okay, so let me think why that's happening. It's probably happening because this is set to trigger instead of activate. Because I think that's what we need to set it to, right? Yeah, activate. Okay, the one that's going to the teleporter needs to be set to activate, not trigger. Same thing here. Okay, activate, not trigger. And this one here, activate. Okay. All right, let's try again. All 4 of them should give us the countdown and teleport us after the countdown's over. Okay, and then it should reset and we do the same thing here. Oh, we're not getting our timer, and that's probably because we need to reset the timers. So what we'll do after this is once we'll set a switch here and we'll lift this switch up into the sky. And once this timer hits, we will reset all the timers. So we will activate the switch, and then from the switch, we go back to this timer and we stop it, maybe? Stop it. Maybe this will work. Stop it. And stop it. And then so that these are all set to start timer. Hold on, let's do that instead of toggle. I hate the toggle thing. That just goes from on and off every time it gets a signal, so we just want it to start every time we get a signal, not toggle on and off. Okay, again, QA, the TP lines aren't set up right. You just have to TP, not activate. No, that's good. I think it's good. All right, 4, 3, 2, 1, teleport. Okay. Now timer resets. 4. Hey, there we go. 3, 2, 1. Teleport. Nice. Okay, again. We got it. That's it. Bada boom. Bada boom, bada boom. Make sure all 4 of them, 5 of them work. Okay. Nice, dude. Hell yeah. You was trying to say the way you did it. Yeah, okay. You said the TP lines aren't set up right. You just have to TP, not activate. Yeah, okay, buddy. Okay, buddy. You know about that little trick I just did with the resetting of the timers back to 0. Come on, man. You didn't know that. All right, so this is all good to go now. So now we can officially start building the levels. So we need to go build a might level. Doesn't matter where we go. We just got to go. Also, I need to, oh yeah, we need to put a blocking volume up here so the player can't get out. Let's do that. So we're just gonna extend this way and this way. Okay, it doesn't really matter. But we definitely need 2 of them because we don't want people getting out. Mm-hmm. One there and copy it and put another one there. All right, now let's try to get out. All right, do I hit my head on the ceiling or anything? Oh, wait, hold on. We're not in play mode yet. Okay, can't get out that way. Okay. Okay, we're good all around. All right, cool. Good to go. All right, now get me out of this hole so I can go handy net around. Maybe. All right, so the might level. Let's build the might level. What are we gonna need in the might level? We're definitely gonna need like logs and shit because they're always logging around. Mm-hmm. Player death listener. Yeah, we'll definitely have to mess with that. Okay. Let's find some dirt. Where the dirt? Alright, we got some dirt. We can use this dirt because we can make it really big. Holy shit, we can make it really fucking big. Okay, there's our level. Bada boom. Too easy. We're gonna need some sticks in the middle. Holy shit. Alright, this definitely looks like somewhere we would fight mites, right? Maybe we scale that down a little bit. Okay, and maybe we make it look like a fucking terrarium or something. Let's not put it in the ground and say we did. Okay, that looks cool. Maybe rotate it so it doesn't look exactly the same, even though it is exactly the same. Bada boom. Okay, we can make that one stand up right there. Like that. That stick is right there. Sure. Sure. Okay, that does not look natural at all. Change that. Maybe we'll put a rock right here. Okay, that looks fine. Let's put a bunch of smaller rocks around it. Okay, maybe one there, maybe another one over here. Maybe one right here. Oh, let's snap these to the ground. Can I do that? Yeah, I can do that. Random rocks. We must populate the area. Looking like a damn terrarium. We need like some foliage. Let's grab some of the non-breakable trees because we love those. Maybe some ferns. Maybe let's scale them down. We get some little baby ferns. Little baby ferns. That some bitch is floating over there. We're gonna have to fix that. Okay. We need more life. Holy shit, that thing is huge. Okay, we got some life going. Oh wow, dude, all the haze fungus pieces are in here from the first game. Spoiled banana? Sure, why not? Let's just throw down a spoiled banana for no reason. Well, there's a reason. And we can't have a spoiled banana without having spoiled banana peel. Okay, now we wrap this bitch in walls. Turn off the floor snapping. Zoom it out a little bit. Okay, spin it around town. Use the back side of this for our wall. Scale it up. Okay, like this. Make sure we can't fall through the floor or nothing crazy. We'll make these to where they're not like going through the wall. Okay, this doesn't go through my wall over here, does it? No? Okay, cool. You'll never know that this is just right next door. Okay, now we need to blocker. Okay, we'll make it thin and tall. Rotate it. Like that. I wish the scroll wheel sensitivity was like a lot higher. Sometimes it seriously takes forever to spin this sumbitch. Okay, if you want, you can get up on a ledge, I guess. That's probably not something terrible. If you want to cheese them, if you feel like you got to cheese mites. Okay, that should work. Okay, now let's make sure none of these are like going through the freaking wall or whatever. That would look silly if they were. Mm-hmm. Okay. Maybe that's one too many things. Holy crap, dude, what is wrong with my phone? All right, good lord, Jesus. All right, what else do we need? We need some like little dangly sap things, even though we're not going to be able to break them. Because the mites always seem to be around the sap things. Am I right? They always do seem to be around the sap things. Okay. Looking cool. Do we need anything else in here? I don't think so. Maybe each level should have a milk molar. Well, no, because we don't really have... No. No, we'll save that for a different... We'll save milk molars for a different idea. Yeah, because we have to, like, give the player the Omni tool. And then we have to let them be able to level it up, too. So maybe we do something different for that. All right, so now... Let's see here. Now we actually have to build the map. The bugs and shit. Creature spawner. All right, I'm going down for this. We're going down for this. This looks nice. This looks nice. Okay, creature spawner. So, let us create our first mite boss. So we're going to say level 1. All right, we need a name for the mite boss. What are we going to name it? Just start throwing some names out. Something that makes sense, but might be kind of silly too. Mighty Mite? Oh, I kind of like Mighty Mite. Zorganoff. I don't even know what that is. That's like literally just a random name. Mighty Mite is sick. Good old Mitty. Alright, so he's gonna have 3.0 scale. He's gonna be... Let's start with like 2x health. Let's make him a little slow. And his damage is just gonna be normal. Mighty Mite Mother. Alright, so level 1 Mighty Mite. Alright, here, let's just see what that looks like. Do a little testy here.
Gnats don't fly very gracefully.
Oh, that's a gnat. Fuck.
In my dreams, I don't fly like a gnat. I fly like a V2 rocket.
Well, he's not large. What the hell? Oh. Oh, it reset it when I changed the thing. Level 1 Mighty Mite. Oh, come on, get on that. Really? All right, we'll leave damage the same. Nice, dude. The mighty might. Okay, that's cool. All right, so now we need like just a bunch of regular mites. Regular mites, 1. And level 1 mite. No crazy scale. Health is actually going to be half of what it normally is. To make them feel a little weaker. Do half the damage as well. Okay, so we'll just randomly put these in different places. Okay, hold on. So that's 3. I gotta keep track of this. I want to put 10. 1, 2. All right, so including the boss, 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 6, 8, 9, 10. We'll have to kind of, I don't know, we're going to have to maybe like kind of stupid proof this too. Like if they end up getting stuck or lodged inside of something, maybe, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how that could work. All right, let's just tie the button to everything just to see what happens. So it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Push the button. You will have to kill all these with your fists in the first round, so. Nice, the Mighty Mite's a little bit stronger, but not too crazy. Okay. Did they all make it over there? Oh, wait, I can hear one crawling. There you are.
Mites give me no choice but to squash them.
Cool.
You know, I'm so reduced in size, yet there are even smaller creatures to crush.
Cool, cool, cool. You know what I might do as well? This actually sounds like a badass idea, because the problem is that once we complete the round, the dead bodies are just going to stay there. But I got an idea. I think once the round is complete, we're going to spawn a roach to clean up all the dead bodies. And then we'll despawn the roach after like 30 seconds or something like that. Like give them time to run around and clean up the bodies. Just a squad of roaches, cleanup crew. Dude, that's crazy. That is hilarious. Okay, alright, so we can delete the button now. Alright, so this is going to be channel 3, right? So this is our channel 3 area. We're going to spawn in like right here, maybe. Channel 3. Okay. When we spawn into channel 3, we're going to spawn into a volume. That's just going to activate all these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Love you, dude. 7, 8, 9. Is it fine if you what? Yeah, that's okay. That you said hi? Rowan says hi, everybody. Okay, we're going to move this down a little bit so it doesn't screw us up at all. Okay, and then once this is activated, we have to put a switch that says once this is activated, then we deactivate this so that it doesn't constantly spawn. Deactivate and activate. So that activates the switch and loops back around, deactivates the thing. What are you doing? Get out of here. I'm watching you on YouTube, no ads, but commenting on Twitch because it's still broken for me. That's so weird. What the heck? Have you ever had any issues with that before? All right, bub, go watch TV, please. He said, "What's up?" Yep. He said, "What's up, little man?" Little man, put that shit in my hand. Mm-hmm. Okay, so that deactivates the player volume so that we don't keep spawning dudes when we're walking into it, but we have to make sure that when we leave the area that we turn it back on. So once our thing reaches 10, so we're going to put a condition counter that's going to count to 10. Once it's equal to 10, then we win. So we have to plug every one of these into that. So there's one. I'm just going to carry it around with me. There's 2. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 here. Eight right there. Uh-oh. Mine there. And there's one more, which is this guy right here. 10. Okay. All right, does that look like 10? There's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, cool. All right, so this is going to count to 10 for us, and then once we count to 10, we have to... We're going to re-enable this guy. So this is going to activate that. So that'll be wave completed. We're also going to add another timer. Oh yeah, we're also going to have to deactivate shit, right? Am I going to have to deactivate this? No. All right, so we'll have channel 6 teleporters just back to the shop from everywhere. I think. Unless I set up a different channel for each one. Okay, so condition, yeah. Our playground save isn't going to carry over to the main branch when this updates, is it? Yeah, it will. Yeah, it will. I have a kid homesick today. Yeah, same. Except for he's not sick. He had like crazy diarrhea at school yesterday and they told him to stay home, which is wild to me, but whatever. Okay, equal to 10. That's going to activate the teleporter, but we don't want it to activate the teleporter. Hold on. We don't want this to happen just yet. We gotta, hold on. I wanted to disconnect the things. Remove links. Hold G. Okay. We want another timer countdown. Because we're fancy like that. So we're going to say 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, so once this is completed, we go here. We set this to not start on play. 1 second. Off. Then here, not start on play. Okay. Next one. Not start on play. Next one. We're going to be over-engineering the shit out of all of these things, by the way. It's going to be a whole lot of rinse and repeat processes, but I think it'll be worth going the extra mile for. Okay, so this is when our teleporter will get activated. I just got to make sure I don't miss a step, because we have to activate and deactivate a lot of things and reset a lot of things. Okay. Returning to shop in 4. Copy. Paste. 3. 2. 1. Boom, teleport. All right, so, but remember, we also have to add a switch that will activate, turn the switch on, and then not deactivate, but reset all of our timers back to 0. Stop timer. Stop timer. Stop timer. Stop timer. And stop timer. Okay, this is going to be set to start timer. Okay, all these are... Oh, there we go. Start timer. Start timer. Start. Start. Yeah, if I had one piece of advice for doing all this, it's definitely don't like get away from the toggles as much as you can. Activate. Anything that says toggle on it, just like do something other than that. Okay, so right now, this is counting to 10. It's going to activate our player volume because this switch is going to deactivate it. So, which would mean that if we come back here again, then it wouldn't spawn. So we have to make sure we activate it when the wave's complete. Okay. We got the countdown timer set. We got 10 mobs that are counting when we kill them. We need to... Ooh, man, all right. We have to, like I said, we're going to have to over-engineer some shit. So we have to put a counter for each mob that we kill. Each time we kill one, it activates the next... Ooh, how do I do this? Because I wanted to say, like, you know, 9 remaining, 8 remaining, 7 remaining, blah, 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 blah. So, we have to do it in sequential order type of thing. How the fuck do I do this? I need more coffee. Woke up, rolled over, threw my back out. Being in your 30s is overrated. Yeah, there ain't nothing that's fun about it. Okay, let me think. So we have to drag all of them to another one of these guys. So here's what I'll do. We will, if I can get away with this, copy this thing over here so that we have another one that's connected to everything except for no, we might as well just fucking start over because it's got too much shit attached to it. Okay, so we need a equal to 1, equal to 2, equal to 3. All right, I got an idea. So I just have to rig up one more to all 10 of them. Okay, so let's see if we can do this. All right, so there's 1. There's number 2. Okay, I'm just gonna walk them in one at a time because it's being stupid. 3, 4. 5. Okay. Number 6. There we go. Come with me. All right, number 7. Number 8. Number 9. All right, now I just got to find the last one. Where the hell is the last one at? Got you. It might be you because you... Yeah, it might be that one. We drag this over there real quick and see. Yeah, this is about to get really fucking weird. This is about to get really messy. Okay, so there's that. We're actually going to drag this up into the sky, I think. Actually, I don't really want to do that because... here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to put a temporary platform up here so that I can use it to work on all the logic of what's about to freaking happen here. Okay. Because I don't want to do all this in handy nat mode because it's quite a pain in the ass. Okay. All right, there we go. So this is going to count all of our bad guys. So when this is equal to 1, we will get a message. Nope, not that message. A chat message that will say 9 enemies remaining. Okay. Now, if it's equal to 2, then we should be able to... Oh, honestly, hold on, let me delete that. We'll put those all in at the end. There, I'm going to put these on the cracks of each one of these sections so that I can try to stay somewhat organized. Okay, so this will be equal to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so equal to 2, equal to 3, equal to 4, equal to 5, equal to 6, equal to 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Now, if I'm smart enough here, this will all work out. Okay. 9 enemies remaining. 8. Whoa. 8 remaining. Oh, why does it keep doing that? That's annoying. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. All enemies vanquished. Okay. So when this is equal to 1, this should all work. We do have to make sure that we reset all of them when the round is over, though, because they continuously count. So that if we come back, then we need to reset them all to 0, which is going to be annoying. But I think I could do that with a simple switch. And we put the switch. Let's just put it up above everything else. And tie it to everything. Yeah, because if we don't reset this, it'll keep going. 11, 12, 13, 14. I'm 30, hurting, and dying. You think 30s is overweighted? Wait till you're 48. Nice. All right, so set value 0. That's what we want. We're going to copy this and paste it here. Paste it. Paste it. Paste it. Paste it, paste it, paste it. Okay, so now what we need to do is we need to get out of here, and we need to grab our completion when this equals 10. We actually pretty much could do it with this timer here. So this timer will initiate the switch that will set everything back to 0, so that when we come back, it will start the messaging system all over again, supposedly. Okay, what else? Oh, we need to give the reward for completing the round. So that is going to be 1 pebblet. Okay, we're gonna go inventory filler. Where is that at? There we go. Let me get out of the sky. All right, so this timer is also going to activate the inventory filler, which is going to give us 1 split. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, 1 pebblet. Okay, that's going to give us our inventory. It's also going to teleport us back to, what did we set this to? Channel 6. All right, so we need to make sure we come back over here and set up a default shop thing. Teleporter. All right, we'll set this one maybe here. And all these can go, actually, because these are all just placeholders. So you can go, you can go, you can go, you go, you go. All right, so this is going to be channel 6. And this will be the one we use for everything once it's done. Now, one thing I do need to remember is because if we use channel 6 to teleport us back to the shop from everywhere, then we need to make sure this one is active at all times, which is fine, but we got to make sure we disable the other one, or we'll just randomly teleport to different areas. We don't want that. Get me out of here so I can handy nat, please. You can't activate handy nat while you're inside of a player volume, which is pretty fucking annoying, I must say. Okay, so are you doing the playground mode? I am. I believe. Is that in the title? I think it is. Definitely is. Thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate that. Satan's 666. Holy shit. Look out. All right, so let's see here. This timer activates a switch which resets all these things, and we also need to set this to deactivate this portal once we are there. But I want to actually... Oh, damn, I hope that's not going to delete anything. Hold on, let me undo. Okay. We need to set another timer that's set to a couple seconds and then shut it down from there. So... this is going to start this timer. Actually, no, maybe we don't need to do that. Maybe we don't need to have a timer. We just deactivate this teleporter. Deactivate. And then when we come in through here, this will activate it. We don't want to set it to trigger it, but we will set it to activate it. Okay, now let's think of the whole loop here. So we come in, this player volume is going to spawn the creatures, right? Yeah, it's going to spawn all 10 creatures. This switch is going to deactivate the player volume, so if the player walks back in here, it doesn't respawn more creatures again. Each creature is tied to a counter up top. When it's equal to 1, we get a 9 remaining message. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, all the way down. Once everything is equal to 10, which is once we kill 10 enemies, this timer will start saying returning to shop, and 4, 3, 2, 1, we return to the shop. This timer activates that switch, which resets all the timers to 0 for the next round if we come back in. It also disables this teleporter, which should be okay. Technically, we're going to be activating this teleporter and disabling it at the same time, so that's why I was trying to think to put like a delay timer in, but we'll see if it works. If not, we know where the problem is with that. So technically, maybe this works right now. I think I might have hammered everything out. We also given the reward when we leave, and we should also set up a win-lose gizmo thingy, maybe. That's on this timer. Assuming that we can do this and teleport at the same time. Custom win message. You have been rewarded 1 pebblet. Mm-hmm. Okay. Success scenario, allow continue, show for all players. We'll leave that off. Right, let's, I'm hoping I'm activating and deactivating everything I need to be activating and deactivating. This doesn't need to be touched, I don't think. Because this is just gonna, yeah, we should be okay. This is set to 3, right? Yeah, okay. Alright, let's see what happens, I guess. Come over here, start the game. Okay. Alright. Come out here and we say we want to go fight mites. We click the button. 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. Alright. Kill the mites. Oh, look, it says 9 enemies remaining. Cool, that works. 8 enemies remaining. Cool, that works too. Holy shit. The boss mite. The mighty mite. Okay, 7 remaining. Cool. 4 remaining. I'm kind of getting wrecked here. Okay, 3 remaining. Two. One left. Oh, it said all enemies vanquished. That's not good. I did something wrong there. Okay. Now, that should equal 10. I think. Okay, something's not happening. We didn't even get our countdown timer. So this never initiated, which is interesting. Oh man, I was kind of hoping that was all going to work the first time. Hey yo, what up J-Rod? How you doing, buddy? Oh lord, alright. Let's see here. Alright, so this should be equal to 1. We're gonna have to check all these. Equal to 2. Equal to 3. You know, this might actually need to be set to value rather than condition change, but I don't know, we'll try that if it comes down to that. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so this should have been set to, once that reaches 10, equal to 10, right? Not greater than 9. Hold on, let me, no, because if it was greater than 9, that would repeat it over again. Just came in from another round of shoveling. Hell yeah. Keep on keeping on, man. Life's a garden. Dig it. You know what I mean? All enemies vanquished. I wonder why it popped up. It popped up with all enemies vanquished immediately after it popped up with 9 remaining. So, technically, I have like an example of how this is supposed to work up here, pretty much. I'm gonna go double check my work. Can I get up here? Oh shit. Dude, having the tether on the gnat is really stupid, and I hope they fix that like really quickly. Okay, so how do I have this set up? Are these equal to's? Oops. All right, so yeah, these are equal to condition changes. So this works just the same way, except for technically with lighting a light, it puts one out and lights the next one, puts one out and lights the next one. And that's pretty much like what we're doing here. And once it's equal to 10, okay, I don't really, maybe it was just a, oops, a little bit of a random bug. Bah, bah, bah. Equal to 10. So this should start this timer. Start timer. And then we should get this message, which should be returning to shop. This is the part that we did not get. So I'm going to make sure that I've actually got all 10 of these hooked up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, hold on. This should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. Okay. Maybe it was just a little first time glitcheroony. Maybe we'll try it again. Okay. Starts in 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. Okay, we are out here. 9 enemies remaining. 8 enemies remaining. 7 more. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Kill the boss man. One enemy remaining. Okay, I didn't do it this time, so that's good. Alright, all enemies vanquished, returning to shop. 4, 3... Uh-oh, those reactivated, okay.
You know, I'm so reduced in size.
You have been rewarded 1
pebblet.
pebblet. Hey, that's cool! That works great. Nice, that actually works great. What the fuck? Alright, we gotta make sure they don't respawn, though. Hell yeah, that works awesome. I'm not sure why it didn't work the first time, but it definitely worked that time. Alright, so we need to make sure we don't respawn the bad guys. So... What? Yeah, well, you're gonna knock some stuff off. Yeah, it's not done nearly. Not even close. Alright, so why are these guys respawning? Is that because we're reactivating the player volume, as in we're triggering the player volume? That very well could be the problem. Spawn creatures. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, so this timer. Hold on, I gotta figure out what is all tied to this player volume now. Oh. Okay. Alright, we got the one guy coming in, which is this guy right here, maybe. Activate. Okay, so that's triggering it when we complete the 10, but we don't want that to happen. And I kind of want to remove this without breaking anything else, but I'm kind of afraid that it's not going to let me do that. I'm scared. There's like a little problem when you delete connections, like it deletes more than you want it to delete. And there's a lot connected to this shit. So maybe... Hold on, what's this switch doing? This activates the switch, this is deactivating this thing. Can we set it to hide instead of deactivate? No. So I don't want it to spawn the critters. So we're probably going to have to do this a little bit different. I really think turning it off is the right thing to do, but I didn't think that activating it would trigger the spawns. Okay, well, one thing's for certain, I've got to get rid of this. So let's hope that doesn't delete a bunch of other shit. Oh, it deleted the whole player volume. Fucking fuck, man. I think if I undo it, it fixes it without putting it back. Okay, cool. That does work at least. Okay. So there's another way that I could do this without using the player volume, and that's with using a channel thing. Yeah. So I'm gonna have to, like a sender and receiver signal thing. I'm gonna have to re-add everything to this. So I think what we'll do is I'll put a transmitter and receiver, and what this is gonna do is it's gonna listen for the button push over at the shop, and it's gonna receive it over here so that it spawns the bugs with the button push. And then that would mean that they don't respawn and I don't have to reactivate or deactivate anything. But that could also be a problem. We'll have to foolproof it so that if the person just standing there smashing the button over and over again, that it doesn't do anything stupid. So we need to make sure that we put up a little fail-safe for that. So let's see here, receiver. Okay, so I just tie this receiver. We'll leave this on channel 1. We just tie this to all 10 creatures. So there's 1, 2 over here, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and shit, where's the freaking 10th one? Oh boy. Oh, it's this one. Okay, you go there. We can delete this. This is gonna activate our spawners on channel 1. Okay, we don't need to switch anymore. Oops. Handy nat. Nope. Handy nat me. The blue arrows make looks like one of those rope things at an IRL playground. So many blue lines. Okay, so transmit. We're going to transmit from this button to that. That's going to send a signal to that other green dude on channel 1, which is going to spawn all the bugs prior to us teleporting there, which is fine. That's totally cool. Nothing wrong with that. But then I have to put in a little bit of a failsafe so it can't get spammed, because that would be crazy and break something. So once it's pushed one time, then what do we do? Go into a switch? Activates the switch to deactivate the button. Show, hide. I don't know if I want to hide the button after a button press. Maybe I do. Maybe we hide it immediately and then set it on a timer. activate a timer that's like 6 seconds long, so it starts after we finish, and then it makes it show back up again. Alright, so pushing the button spawns the creatures, starts our timer back there, instantly hides the button, so it'll make the button disappear completely. And then 6 seconds later, the button will reappear after we've already teleported over to the other place. That leaves... what? That leaves something. We're missing something for sure. I just gotta figure out, run through everything in my head again here. Okay, so we added this receiver that's going to spawn the creatures. We can't spawn the creatures again until we push the button. This actually might be it, now that I think about it. We don't need to mess with the teleporter. Okay, this might be it. Let's test it out. Okay. So, boom. Okay. Combat starts in 4, 3, 2, 1. Teleport. Okay. Come over here. 9 enemies remaining. 8 enemies remaining. 7. Okay. 6. 5. Oh no, he killed himself, but that's okay. It's still counted. I don't know why he killed himself. 4, 3, 2. 2 enemies remaining. Probably got to be these guys over here hiding. I can hear him walking around. Okay. There we go. All enemies vanquished. Returning to the shop in 4, 3, 2, 1. Teleported. Boom. You have been rewarded 1 pebblet. Okay. We now have a pebblet. We come over to the tier 1 shop. Use this. Give me my pebblet spear. Now I got a pebblet spear. Okay. I can use this now. And let's see if I can repeat it. Oh. It reset. Nice. Combat starts in 4, 3, 2, 1. Holy shit. Do we have the game?
Give me no choice.
Do we have the loop?
Squash them.
There's one.
I'm so reduced in size, yet there are even smaller creatures.
2. 6 remaining. 5. 4. 3. 2. Oh. See what I mean by we need roaches to clean up the dead bodies? Oh, all enemies vanquished. Oh, we gotta reset a timer somewhere. Okay. Alright, so now we know that it's almost totally working. Alright, so we're resetting these. Oh, I gotta reset this guy back to 0. Yes, 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 yes. Because this is still counting to like 20 or some shit. So we go ahead and we set the value of this one to 0. And this switch activates after the final timer. So that should work out perfect. Okay, so... Alright. Should work now. It should be the only thing. What, Rhino, what's up, dude? I think we got the game loop sorted, man. I think we can, at this point, infinitely, sit here and play this over and over again, but I do think we need like roaches for like cleanup, maybe, because if not, we're just gonna get infinite bodies, and I don't think the bodies despawn, which I think is literally the roach's job in Grounded 2 is to get rid of bodies that the player leaves behind. So if I can spawn some roaches to clean up the mess and then despawn them, I'm not sure if we can despawn them, but that would be cool if we could do that. So, creature spawner. Roaches, 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 roaches. Spawn 10 roaches. Let's see here, and then we put them on a timer. I mean, they might not be able to get all of them, but maybe they'll get some of them. So we can say that after this timer is set, that we activate the roaches, and then that activates this timer that will count to, I don't know, we'll give them 15 seconds. Turn it off on start on play. And then we take it back after 15 seconds and we despawn creatures. Hey, this might work. How's the health journey going? Pretty good, man. Pretty good. Pretty dang good. All right. Well, the cleanup crew is here, I think. Look at this. I'm even optimizing performance right now. Look at me. I'm like a whole ass game developer. All right, let's see if it works. Let's see if we can infinitely play this level. Finally got my blood pressure meds to fix my blood pressure. That's good. I remember this cartoon back in the day that took place, I believe, in New York, where giant roaches fought against rats. Interesting. All right, let's go ahead and activate the button. And we can rub them for luck, sure. Why not? Okay. That sounds like it spawned the critters. Okay, 9 enemies remaining. Okay, 5, 4, 3. Oh, there's another one there. Okay. One more to go. Where's he at? Come here. Okay, all enemies vanquished. Teleporting to the shop in 3, 2, 1, teleport. Okay, boom, we get rewarded a pebblet. All right, we can go spend our pebblet. Say I want to just, maybe I want to go get, maybe I want to go get some armor. Okay, we'll get some red ant armor. Okay. Got some armor.
Function over fashion, Willow.
Okay, we'll equip that. And we're gonna go hit him again, where it hurts. Push the button. 4, 3, 2, 1, teleport. We're back. Oh, the roaches are still here.
But despise them on aesthetics.
Okay. So maybe the despawn didn't work. Oops. Uh-oh. That's a problem I definitely don't want to deal with. Okay, you guys are supposed to be eating the bodies. You're not eating the bodies. I'm just trying to kill the mites so I can teleport out of here. All right, we'll have to fix that. Okay, there's 2 remaining. The roaches might have killed him. Oh, nope, I still hear one. Get him. Where'd he get? Nope, he did. Oh, and it doesn't count if the roaches kill him. Alright, maybe the roach cleanup idea is a bad idea. Wait, but why are they not despawning if I set them to despawn? So let's see here. This... Hey, what are you doing, sir? Rowan! What are you doing? Yeah, let's not do that, please. Holy moly. Alright, spawns. This spawns the creatures. It starts the timer. Oh, it toggles the timer. Alright, let's go start timer. Okay, the timer counts to 15 seconds. This despawns the creatures. That should work. Maybe. God, look at this, dude. It literally looks like some sort of jungle gym over here right now. Just looked it up. It's called Capital Critters. Really? 25 with stage 2 high blood pressure is not fun? Yeah, I've been very blessed to not have high blood pressure, actually, but I did almost die the other day, which was not fun at all. Had to spend some time in the Had to go to the with my son, which was not fun either. Okay. It spawns. It should despawn them. But I'm also not sure if they're actually cleaning up the bodies or not, so they should be, but maybe not. It'd be nice if there was just a way to... I do wonder if setting the mites to despawn, I wonder if that destroys their body too. I don't know. We'd have to test that to find out. This is a lot just for one of probably what'll end up being like 50 freaking different levels. But we'll get the gist down of everything. I do know something I'm going to do next time differently than I did here was pair up. Oh, that guy just killed himself too, but I think it counted. It's like they're jumping so far they're offing themselves. Okay, one more. Where you at, buddy? I feel like each little level should have, like, after like a certain amount of time, maybe a reset button that spawns in to teleport you back in case anything breaks, so they don't just get stuck in the middle of their run somewhere. Kind of like I am right now, because I'm pretty sure that just said last enemy. That was the last one, right? But that one did kill himself, so let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Number 7. 8, 9. Or maybe he fell through the map. Oh, nope, 10. Okay, so yeah, definitely 10 spawned, but since one offed himself. Okay, I'm trying to think of ways to kind of fail-safe this idea. Maybe... I don't know. I don't know. Last time the boss dude killed himself, and I wonder why they're killing themselves, by the way. Is it because of their health? I don't know. The boss dude did it too. It's like velocity. They're just like flying into objects and offing themselves. Kind of annoying, honestly. I would love for this to be consistently working. Let's try this again. Okay, starts in a few seconds. Could use the mob drops to buy something so the player cleans up the mess. No, you can't use the mob drops to buy anything. It's not possible, unfortunately.
Mites give me no choice but to squash them. You know, I'm so reduced in size that there are even smaller creatures to crush.
I mean, I would love that, to be able to use the mob drops to trade for, like, you know, more currency or something like that. But yeah, you can't, Alright, all enemies vanquished. What the hell? Why is the timer not counting? Unless something got deleted when I deleted something else. What the French toast? Alright, we got 1, 2, 3. This resets set value back to 0. 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Wait, what is 11? Damn it. Alright, everything, so except for this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So when this is equal to 10, it is sending the signal to the timer. Timer counts down. Timer sends a signal to the switch. The switch resets this number back to 0. Activates the teleporter. Activates the inventory filler. Activates the win-loss gizmo. What is going on here? Sending and receiving. Well, I don't understand what might have broken here, but it's kind of annoying. I'm working on my level design for my playground before I start up with all the logic. Going to be doing a floor by floor dungeon crawler. Hell yeah, that'd be sick. Get her done, buddy. Get her done. Equal to 10. What the heck? We're not missing anybody, right? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and one of those 11 is the switch. It sets our value to 0. Okay, this activates this timer, activate, and then stop timer on all these, including this guy here. Stop timer, stop timer, stop timer, stop timer, stop timer, stop timer. Okay, this starts timer here, which should start all of that. Teleporting us back here to trigger the teleporter, which is channel 6, which is our shop teleporter. And at the same time resets that, resets this, resets everything upstairs. Well, that's... Oh, you know what? Hold on. Hold on. Get me in the sky, damn it. Did that switch? Oh, yeah, yeah. So this activates this switch, which activate and set value 0 on all these. This is all set value 0, should be. I can't find a reason why it didn't work. At least this last 2 times after we switched, pretty much after we switched to the signal receiver. So the receiver spawns the creatures and starts the countdown. Troubleshooting is the worst part. This is why we gotta do like Happy Gilmore and just hit it in the first shot. Okay, so pushing the button starts the transmitter, which spawns the creatures, and also flips this switch, which starts a timer. 6 seconds gives us our button back after we're already teleported. Okay. Kind of feels like it started happening after we added the roach spawner. So maybe it has something to do with the roach spawner. Want an Excel sheet? No, no, it's okay. Okay, so this spawns creatures. Spawns these creatures specifically, 10 of them. Blah, 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 doesn't matter. This starts this timer, so they're alive for 15 seconds. Oh, turn start on playoff. Let's not do that and say we did. Start on play, despawns. I mean, all it would do was despawn the creatures, I guess, but we definitely don't want start on play on. Start timer, despawn creatures. Let me try it again. Just try it again. By the time you get your button back, the roaches should be cleaning because it's set to have them for 15 seconds. Should be cleaning. If they clean at all. I mean, I don't know. I don't even know if they do. Let's try again. So the problem is that we're not getting teleported after the wave finishes. So let's go ahead and try this again. Okay. We teleport, the button respawns, the creatures spawn. Hello. Okay, 9 remaining, 8 remaining, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. I killed 2 at the same time there. So we'll see if that might have something to do with something. Okay, there's 2. And there's 1. Oh, 1 remaining. Okay, all enemies vanquished. Oh, returning to shop. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, that worked. Okay, we get our reward. Okay. Now the roaches should be over there cleaning. Technically, we would go buy another thing rather than jump right back into it. So we come over here and we buy the hammer, I guess. Okay, now we got a hammer. Because why not? We can use the trash can to throw away whatever we don't want. Let's see here. Do I got any more pebblets? Nope. Okay, we go back in here and try it again. Oh, it says 8 enemies remaining. What the fuck? Why did it say 8 enemies remaining?
I admire the tenacity, but despise the monastery.
All right, I might kill this cockroach idea. I don't understand why they're not despawning. But they're fighting the freaking mites. Oh, dude. Oh, dude, they're getting wrecked. All enemies vanquished, returning to shop. Nice. Nice, but not nice. Let's get rid of the cockroaches, damn it. I was hoping they would just clean up the bodies and despawn. But for some reason, they're not despawning. So we will just cancel that idea. Thought it was going to be a good idea, but no. Alright, get that out of here. Alright, now let's go back to try it and see if it works without all that. It's too bad we just can't have the bodies just wrecked. Which, maybe if I set them to despawn creatures, maybe it'll make the body disappear. I kind of doubt it, but maybe. That's worth trying. That's worth testing at least. Alright, do one more legit test. Bum 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 bum. One more.
Might give me no choice but to squash them.
All enemies vanquished, returning to shop.
I'm so reduced in size, yet there are even smaller creatures.
Boom, we've been rewarded. Cool, let's go buy... let's buy meal. Okay, got me a meal.
Smoky.
Nom nom.
Do I detect a hint of oak?
Okay, let's do it again. Let's rinse and repeat it 3 times. I feel like if we can do it 3 times, then that's totally something. But definitely need to figure out how to get rid of these bodies. I mean, naturally, people would just probably just pick them up, right? More than likely. But it would be really nice if we could get them to despawn. All enemies vanquished. Okay, return to shop. Got a reward. Perfect. This time we're going to use the reward to buy some Mighty Claws. Okay, we bought some Mighty Claws. We take our reward. Now we take our Mighty Claws. And we go fight them again. One more left. Good afternoon, Tim. Is there any way you can use the bug parts as a way to unlock or build new armor or weapons, and the shops allow you to get the blueprints for them? No, unfortunately. I mean, the only thing... I mean, we can't even do anything at all with the bug parts. Like the way that I have it set up, right? Because the shop... Alright, cool. Well, that's 3 in a row. So that worked 3 times in a row, which is good. But yeah, the way the shop works is you can only purchase things using the acorn turret. Your currency for winning the round is the pebblets. So you get the pebblets for winning the round, which is why we have the rewards over top of everything. You get the pebblets for a reward for completing each thing. You then come inside, use the turret to shoot whatever reward you want. The reward goes into the box, and then you continue on your merry way. There's really no way in hell we can use bug parts for anything at all. Because we can't trade one thing for another thing. We can't remove items from the player's inventory with any sort of the current logic stuff. So we can add things to the player's inventory, but we can't take things out. If we could take things out, then we could definitely set up a shop, but there's no way to remove items. We can only grant items. Object limit reached. What the fuck do you mean object limit reached? What the hell? Bullshit. Bull fucking shit. Brother. Object limit node. Cross platform. What the fuck? No limit, dude. What the hell? Cross platform. What did you say an object limit reached? Alright, I gotta restart this shit. It's being stupid. I see. What about you can trigger something if you deposit them into a chest? No, we can't do anything like that either. Wait, it's not gonna let me save? Oh, brother, what is happening here? Dude, if it doesn't save it, then I have absolutely no idea what it did or did not do. Okay, oof. Alright, let me, I don't know why it's saying object limit reached, but we'll... Wait, what the hell? Oh, game repair. Alright, let's go back out. Back in. Single player, continue. I mean, I haven't even built... Not even remotely what I intend on building. Not even remotely. Oh boy, what's going on? This is what I'm afraid of. Can you alter crafting recipes? No, sir. We definitely need an inventory removal option. Yeah, I agree. That would add a lot to it. Maybe I gotta close the whole game. Dude, I'm telling you. GLP-1 plus coffee has just got my stomach just fucked up this morning. Fucked up. Do. Yeah, we were doing things by throwing items at the targets to buy things, but we don't have pebblets like we used to. Like we can't throw pebbles like we used to be able to in the first game. 11:29. Okay, that was 1 minute ago. Okay, cool. No more object limit. Let me make sure that it's off. Why is it set to cross-platform? I don't even have cross-platform turned on, dude. Setting the memory limit to no limit will let you create more objects, but may cause crashes or instability when too many objects are added. Yes. It keeps defaulting to cross-platform. What the fuck? I don't want that. What are we doing? Alright, now I feel like I need to test this again to make sure it's going to work, but I need to run to the restroom real fast. 2 seconds. Nope. Shush. No. Okay. That would make using bug parts to get pebbles a thing and clean up the mess with the players. Yeah, it would be nice. All right, let's run this one more time just to make sure that we can replicate it working. Play mode. Okay. Activate. Hello, Tim and chat. What up, Zuby? How you doing, brother?
Mites give me no choice but to squash them.
I do wonder if I should spawn like 11 creatures, or maybe even like 15. And then just set them, you know, like spawn more creatures than we need to kill. I missed the live stream yesterday. What was the big announcement for this game? Playgrounds. Playgrounds public test launch, which is what we're doing right now. Bug? Ah, there you are. Okay, all enemies vanquished. Returning to shop. Okay. Wait, what is load? What does that mean? Load. Oh, okay. That's weird. Continue. Alright, we get our rocky round. Let's go over here and use it at the store to buy a whetstone. I wonder if I should use it to buy 5 whetstones. Probably not. Let's make it a little grindy, right? Because we can't upgrade this with 1 whetstone. But if we go fight this, we can get 5 pebbles once we get it set up. Bum 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 bum. Okay. 8, 7. Six, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then the guy in the back. Always the guy in the back. Maybe. There he is. Okay. Return into shop. Boom. We got rewarded another pebble. This time we'll buy a smoothie. Okay, give me my smoothie. Okay, chug a lug. Push the button again. And we're back. One thing I do want to test, we'll go up on the platform just to test it out in a little testing area, is that to see if we can use the despawn thing to despawn the bodies. That would be really sick if it works. I have no idea if it will, but there we go. All enemies vanquished. Okay. All right. Cool. Well, it's nice to see that it's working. That's good. All right, let's go up here and see if we can spawn creatures and then complete the task. And then once they're dead, despawn the bodies. All right, let's change creature mites. Let's just do 5. Okay, we'll set this to equal to 5. Okay, when it's equal to 5, all right, we're gonna use a button to start it. Go here to the button, creatures. Oh no, we want to do this equal to 1 actually, since we're only using 1 spawner. Even if you're spawning 10 creatures on this, it still only counts as 1. So unless you're using like multiple ones like this, then this would be like equal to 2. You have to like complete 1 whole gizmo in order for it to equal 1. All right, so once this is equal to 1, then we can maybe set this to despawn creatures, which may or may not destroy the bodies. That's what we're going for. What up, man? How's everything been? I've been looking forward to seeing you build something in Playground since Grounded 1. Can't wait to check out when you're finished. Yeah, dude, it's gonna... Well, what I have planned is a massive project, but I should be able to, like, upload it as I go to the cloud or whatever the hell it's called. Alright, so we also need to throw in a switch that will reset this back to 0. So we go from here, and this is going to activate the switch. We take the switch back to this to set it back to 0. Set value back to 0. Alright, cool. So now we should be able to test this to see if this will despawn the bodies of the creatures. This would kill them all. Okay, and in fact did not. Damn. I was hopeful. Okay. Which also means that if we were to spawn in a bunch of roaches to see if this works, So once we get to 1, we then spawn the roaches, and we spawn them in on a timer for a couple seconds. Let's see here. Roach, where you at? Roachy. Where the hell are they? Stink bug, roach. There we go. Alright, we'll spawn 10 roaches that have approximately 10 seconds to sweep everything up. Turn start on play off. And then once the... Oh, hold on. I know why this never worked originally. I know why this never worked now, because I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot and know what I did wrong. Okay, spawn 10 roaches. Alright, so this will activate the 10 roaches, but it also needs to start the timer. Dummy. Because previously I had it set up the same way where the creature spawner was going to the timer, but we can't do that. We need to start the timer as soon as they spawn, and then we need to use this timer to despawn the creatures. Okay. So let's see if they even bother cleaning up the mess, though. Alright, so once this is equal to 1, we're going to spawn the creatures. It's also going to start the timer. And starting the timer, we have to put another switch that will activate this switch, turning the switch into active, and then resetting the timer back to stop. Yes. Okay. Good to go. Alright, let's go. Alright, we spawn the bad guys. Kill them. Once they die, it should spawn the roaches, and we'll see if the roaches clean it up. Oh shit, they would have if I didn't fucking... Ah! It's nearly attacked them. Alright, change of plan. Change of plan. We're gonna let them give me a second to fucking get out of the way. So we're gonna go from here to the timer, give me a 3-second timer, then spawn the roaches, and then this one will despawn them. Despawn after 15 seconds. Okay, so this one is a 3-second timer that just waits to spawn them in, which would technically be triggered by over there, obviously us like teleporting out of the area, which is we could just imagine. Okay, so this equals 1, which is after we kill the 5 bugs. Spawn roaches. Okay, that starts a 15-second timer that will despawn them. This resets the timer. It's back to 0. Okay. Let's see. Holy shit, that was wrong. Why did they spawn immediately? That doesn't make any sense. Why the fuck did they spawn immediately? That actually makes 0 sense. What the hell? Found a glitch to glitch the height tether with the handy net. Oh, nice. Is this also going to be like a WoW inspired RPG map? No, this is going to be a roguelike map, and I'll run you through it here in just a second. If you stick with me here, I'm just trying to test something. Test an idea for eliminating dead bodies. Because we're not looting anything. Alright, the button push should spawn these guys, which are 5 mites. 5 mites, 1 gizmo equal to 1. So when this is equal to 1, it's gonna activate this timer, which should wait 3 seconds. Oh, I know why. I can already see why. Start on play off. Okay, so yeah, we turn that off. This starts the timer. This spawns the creatures. This despawns the creatures. This is set to start time off. Okay.
Mites give me no choice but to squash them. You know, I'm so reduced in size, yet there are even smaller creatures to fight.
Okay, that should start the 3-second timer to spawn the roaches. The roaches should spawn in, hopefully, and maybe eat the bodies. Except for they have no interest. Now, every time I kill something in Grounded 2, a roach miraculously comes out of nowhere and tries to eat the fucking body. Now, hold on. Let me try one more thing, because I think half the time it's a big roach. So let's try that too. This might be chaotic, and we might only need like 1 or less than 10, but let's see what this does. They have no interest, dude. In the actual game, they'll come out of nowhere and just eat your fucking dead body off the ground. Why 6666666? I don't know what all that is. So I wonder if it's a situation where they, like in the actual game, maybe they detect that you have killed something and then they come and find you. Maybe that's what it's all about. Damn, dude. I've got no other ideas for getting rid of the bodies. Trying to think of any other critter that steals your fucking loot. I think it's just the roaches, dude. I think it's just the roaches that do it. Well, shit. Larvas don't do it, do they? I don't think so. Well, that's unfortunate. With the despawn mechanic, you can set it to on kill. Oh shit, oops. Negative. Let's see here, hazard. Yeah, I don't think there's any way we can get rid of the bodies, man. I don't think so. Maybe I should put in a suggestion for that, huh? Teleport them? No. Is there no despawn timer that could be set? I don't think so. I mean, unless it just, you know, maybe there's like a built-in timer that, you know, a creature just despawns at, but I don't know. I feel like I should put in a request for that, just to be able to maybe have a gizmo that just clears all dead animals or whatever, creatures. And then you could just like tie it to a player volume or something like that, or tie it to any sort of triggerable thing that just like despawns creatures. Because we got the creature spawner, we feel like I mean, it says it despawns creatures, but it doesn't destroy their bodies. Yeah, we don't have custom settings with all the time scaling and all that, I don't think. Well, time of day rate. Resource respawn rate. I mean, I'm assuming if we crank this up to 10, because this also does, it also used to affect like things like spinning wheels and shit like that. But I mean, obviously we don't want to fucking give anybody a seizure just to despawn things. But this will let us know if there is a sort of despawn time that it takes for things to actually disappear, I guess. So change creature mites. Here, let's just spawn 2. Doesn't need to be a bunch. Increment. Yep, that's already set to 1. Okay, this should work. Oh shit, I forgot to set those to freaking larvas. I can't tell if the time of day is actually moving at Mach 12 or not. Doesn't really look like it is, does it? Not at 10 times speed. Maybe it doesn't work. That definitely does not look like it works, because 10 times should be like fucking mega fast, right? Maybe it is. Let's see here. Oh yeah, it is cranking actually, now that I look at it. Do. Harvest remains. Is there a setting for how the bugs behave? No. Yeah, a lot of this stuff you're limited to your imagination, but there is some stuff that's like, it's just not possible. Which it looks like after 7 in-game hours, they're still not dying or going away. Oh, that's hilarious how all these lights turn on out here. What the heck? I've never noticed that before.
The classic smart home.
Alexa. Alexa, shut up. What? Alexa. Shush.
Please. Got it. Zipping my digital lips. Catch you later, Tim.
What on earth? What the hell was that all about? Yeah. Rowan, shush. You're not helping. You're just as bad. All right, well. Is what it is. Zipping my digital lips is diabolical? Yeah, dude. Yeah. Rowan, stop, dude. Oh my god. Do 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 boo ba doo boo. Yeah, that's crazy. All right, well, at least all this works. I mean, outside of being able to despawn the creatures. I don't know if it's like a distance thing. Like maybe it's like a distance thing, like that, like after you're so far away, maybe they go away, but I don't think that works either. Embracing the roguelike spirit. No, she got an update, dude, like 2 weeks ago, and all of a sudden now she's a lot smarter. than she used to be, because used to be it was like there was no AI. It was just this like plain super lame stuff. But now like she is mega smarter now. Amazon dialed into the chat GPT or something like that. I don't know. Let's see here. All right, well, it is noon, which technically means that it's time for me to go do something else, but time for me to go do my productive part of the day. My 3 hours is almost up. Literally. Well, we built the mite place, so now technically we need to make the other ones. As much as I would just love to sit here and stream all day, I gotta do things around the house if I want to stay on top of everything I got going on around the house. But at least we got this level, which I can also go through and delete all of these floors, but I don't want to do that in the handy nap because it's a good way to break a bunch of shit. Per floor, delete. Per floor, delete. Delete. I literally had to make sure it says per floor because I swear the raycasting with all this is just not good at all. It's just like, oh, you're looking at burr floor? Well, let me delete 5 fucking of your electricity lines that you have going on over here. Instead. Kind of like that. What the fuck, dude? Okay, well, that's ass. I think I'm gonna have to move them off of the floor. Which is mondo annoying. Come on, let me have it. I know I'm looking right at it. There we go. All right, you all go over there. This is the reset switch, so it can go high. Now we just gotta move the message things over here, because I just don't want this like floating sky here, you know what I'm saying? That would look a little silly. But it helped for getting all this organized, but now it doesn't matter as long as it doesn't break, which more than likely the next update will break everything and it will send me into a sad spiral and I'll give up on it pretty quickly after that. That's what happened last time when I was building the World of Weirdos playground thing, except for I was a lot further along than I am right now. One update came out and break every single one of my logic things, and then I'm just like, oh no, I'm good now. I don't want to do this again. So that'll probably happen. I'm prepared for it this time, though, to break all my shit and go abandoned grounded again and do something else in the meantime. I'm fully prepared. But until then, I'll keep having some fun. That's why I'm working on level design first. And it's all good, man. It is all good. It is what it is. Yeah, I'm trying to come up with like recommendations for things, and I think that, I don't know. I think that is a good one. Maybe being able to remove all bodies gizmo. Because we can spawn and despawn the creatures, but we need to be able to remove the remains, I think. I'm just trying to figure out if that's a problem that only I would have, or if that's just like a general problem gizmo that everybody could use. That might just be an issue for me, honestly. I like to do things weird. I don't want to bother recommending a new gizmo for them to add if it's only something that I would benefit from and not anybody else. Because that would be a little selfish of me to do. I don't want to do that. All right, guys, I'm going to get off of here. I'll see you again tonight for more from 9 to 12 Central Time, per the usual. But I'm going to go do productive things because that's what I do now. I do productive things. So you guys be good, man. I'll talk to you later. Have a good day, and I'll see you next time. Peace.